Please like, comment and subscribe, and if you have any question then you can ask your question in the comment box. Good morning friends, today we will discuss about the human egg cell. First of all, I will tell you the egg production. At the birth, a female ovaries contain all the eggs she will ever produce. However, the egg do not start to mature until she enters puberty. After menarche, one egg typically matures each month until a woman reaches middle adulthood. What oogenesis is? It is a process of producing eggs in the ovary that is referred to as oogenesis. Eggs like sperm are haploid cells and their production occurs in several steps that involve different types of cells. Oogenesis begins after birth, but it is not finished until after puberty. A mature egg forms only if a secondary oocyte is fertilized by a sperm. Oogenesis begins long after birth when an organism with the diploid number of chromosomes undergoes mitosis. It produces a diploid daughter cell called a primary oocyte. The primary oocyte in turn starts to go through the first cell division. First cell division of meiosis, that is meiosis first. However, it does not complete meiosis until much later. The primary oocyte remains in a resting state, nestled in a tiny immature follicle until puberty. The maturation of a follicle. In the beginning of puberty, each month one of the follicle and its primary oocytes starts to mature. The primary oocyte resumes meiosis and divides to form a secondary oocyte and a smaller cell called a polar body. Both the secondary and polar body are haploid cells. The secondary oocyte has most of the cytoplasm from the original cell and is much larger than the polar body. Maturation of a follicle and ovulation. A follicle matures and its primary oocytes, that is follicle, resumes meiosis to form a secondary oocyte in the secondary follicle. The follicle ruptures and the oocyte leaves the ovary during ovulation. Ovulation and fertilization. After 12 to 14 days, when the follicle is mature, it bursts and opens, releasing the secondary oocyte from the ovary. This is called ovulation. The follicle is called as a corpus luteum. It starts to degenerate or break down after the secondary oocyte leaves the ovary. It is swept into the nearby fallopian tube by the waving fringe-like end, egg entering fallopian tube. After ovulation, the fringe-like end of the fallopian tube sweeps the oocyte inside of the body, where it begins its journey to the uterus. If the secondary oocyte is fertilized by a sperm as it is passing through the fallopian tube, it completes meiosis and forms a mature egg and another polar body. The polar bodies break down and disappears. If the secondary oocyte is not fertilized, it passes into the uterus as an immature egg and soon disintegrates. Thank you. Please like, comment and subscribe, and if you have any question then you can ask your question in the comment box.